Hi, welcome to IC West 2019. My name is Paul Ragusa. I'm the editor of Security Systems News. I'm very excited to have Brian McLaughlin. He is the CEO of Alula. Hi, Brian. How are you?
Good morning, Paul. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great to have you. I thought we'd start, if you could just talk a little bit about the company. What are some of the things you're seeing here at the show? So maybe new trends you're seeing at the show or something you're excited about?
Sure. So if you're not familiar, Alula is basically a 10-year-old startup. And we focus on really three things: security technology, video monitoring technology, and home automation, all put into the same platform. So we really formed the company about a year and a half ago, and have really made some great strides with the team over the last year. I'm very proud of the team for how much progress we've had in the last year. As far as the show and the event, it's been incredibly busy.
Yeah.
Lots of activity, lots of optimism in the industry, which is great to see. We're seeing, in terms of technology, we're seeing some common themes over and over again. A lot of focus on video. All types of video monitoring, video recognition, that type of thing. A lot of focus on artificial intelligence and how that can be applied either out at the edge, on the edge of a camera for facial recognition or object detection, or even back in the cloud to be able to look at large amounts of data and start to digest those. So AI is a really big theme this year. The third that we're seeing is really this whole focus on 5G. And the evolution of the cellular networks. 3G networks are being sunsetted. 4G's now here. 5G is on us.
Around the corner.
Minneapolis and Las Vegas are two of the cities that now have 5G. And
I saw it on my phone. I think
I did too. Both.
We're
out of Minneapolis, so we saw it. We saw it first there. It was kind of neat to see. So lots going on. Lots of evolution, and just I think in general, the dealers, our customers, our partners, are really looking to get something new. They're all facing pressure on their creation costs. They're all facing pressure on keeping their customers, and they all have their growth targets. So, and with all kinds of new forms of competition, they've got to up their game. So the complacency maybe of a couple years ago with some of the technology platforms, they're pushing us and others to really do more and do it better, faster, and cheaper overall.
Yeah, you're right. That is always the push, right? I wanted to congratulate you on the award.
Thank you.
See a new product showcase award, right?
Yes.
Can you talk about what that product is?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very honored to win the award this year. It's our Bat Connect communicator, and I know our engineering team. I'll give kudos to our engineering team and to our product management team. Worked a lot of hard nights and weekends and hours over the last year to put this product together. It's called Bat Connect, and it's a communicator, which isn't a new concept, but what's different and unique about it is really three things. First of all, it's lower costs and easier to install than traditional communicators, and that's really important when it's used for either takeover or for sunsets, because when you look at sunsets, having to go swap out in the industry all of your modems, that's a major expense or a major hassle for end users. So we're now providing a better, lower cost, more viable, easier to install type of solution. The second big difference is, whereas traditional communicators typically just did back and forth base communications from the panel, this allows for full connectivity, full access to the Alula platform. So video, home automation, home security, all of these things now end users can use once that Bat Connect is plugged into that panel.
Oh, nice.
You can even plug in one of our newer touch panels and really modernize your whole system without having to rip out the sensors or that type of thing. So it's really, we feel, a different mousetrap in that regard. And the third is, we're calling it sunset proof. And what that means is it's tri-mode. So it's Wi-Fi, it's Ethernet, and it's also what's called Category M1 LTE, which is 4G, but also will transcend into 5G. So when you think about that, if you're a dealer and you put this in, you now have IP connectivity, which will last as long as that IP is connected to that house.
And we're looking at a long time. I mean, 5G hasn't even been brought in yet, so
exactly.
You're looking at, they don't have to do it again, another sunset. That's great.
We've always believed in an IP first setup. You have better bandwidth, better responsiveness. Use cellular as a backup, and if you can have 4G and 5G backup through this same communicator, you really have proofed yourself for the future.
You have sunset-proofed it. Yeah, that's cool.
So we're excited. We've got some dealers that are starting to move forward, and it's just we're really excited on this new product launch.
Yeah, I could see why you won the award. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
And now we're on products. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about in terms of the products, new products?
Sure. We've spent the last year, we've launched about 20 new features and capabilities. The biggest things we've launched are our video platform that's fully integrated into the security and the home automation platform. And so we have doorbell cameras, we have indoor cameras, we have outdoor cameras. All of these cameras feed into the same user interface that you can now, if you're an end user, you pull up your app, you don't have a separate one for video over here, you don't have a separate one for home automation or your garage doors. It's all one place, one unified interface, and that gives our partners the ability to drive more RMR, because it's a much easier sell now. You want a camera? You want an indoor camera? Do you want a doorbell?
Yeah.
These types of things. So that was launched in Q4 of last year, and we've seen that take off in droves. Really, doorbells are some dealers now are leading with doorbells. It's
right. It's become such a hot item.
It's the hottest item.
Why not lead with that?
Right.
I know. Totally.
Exactly, because it's so the game is kind of getting inverted a little bit, where video is almost as important as basic intrusion, or in some cases it's a complement. But the home automation suite as well, we've now added over 100 Z-Wave devices. We've also got cloud-to-cloud connections, where you really can, once you put our Alula system in, you've got your video, you got your security, but you also can lights, locks, doors, garage doors, all kinds of different things.
And
thermostats.
Everyone wants that. We're going there, you know. Some people are going to be your early adopters, but we're getting past that now. You know, we're getting into the where it's going to become mass adoption. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're also working on updating our dealer portal that focuses on partners and really helps for a more efficient setup of the systems. More efficient tracking and troubleshooting. That's a big area.
Dealers will love that.
Absolutely. And also as part of that is a new suite of business intelligence analytics that focuses and helps you as a end user dealer understand which customers are using the system, which customers are maybe likely to churn, which customers do I need to make a service call to. That helps you direct based upon all that business intelligence that's out there.
Yeah, and that's another key, right? Beyond, what can you do for me beyond security?
Exactly.
You know, what other, business intelligence is a great example, you know, because how much ROI can you give them back? You know, they all want to know that. What am I going to get back? You know, with this investment?
Exactly.
You know, is it going to be worth it?
So. Another thing that we've worked on that we're hearing a lot of is our partners, dealers, are asking us, help me to market and sell your product, right?
Yeah.
To the end user, because they're good marketers. They're good sellers, but the more we can provide them. So we've launched our dealer portal, our dealer marketing portal, which has all kinds of different types of ads, all kinds of different cut sheets, different types of brochures and templates and videos that our dealers can use to sell to that end user. So we're trying to help them along in their journey.
That's great.
If they sell more, we're both happy, right? They're getting more RMR, they're getting more new subscriptions, we're getting more customers as well.
Yeah, it's good for everybody.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And building off what you said earlier, how you're a 10-year startup, so in terms of growth and strategy and plans, where are you in that regard?
So we are on a growth mission. This year, we'll grow substantially. We'll grow over 30% this year, year over year. Again, we've added just over the last year, we've added 600 new dealer partners to our network. So we are in rapid growth mode, and we're really focused on, when you look at it, last year was putting all the pieces together, get the culture integrated.
Right.
We come from two great companies, Resolution Products and IP Datatel, which were put together to become Alula. Now we've got that put together, the cultures. We've got offices in Houston as well as our new headquarters in St. Paul. Now it's time to really go after the market and make sure that dealers understand we have a different mousetrap. It's not the traditional legacy panels hanging on the wall. It's not your typical cell-based system that's only this is a different mousetrap. It's more efficient. It's typically lower cost, and it does more than your traditional systems that are out there. So we're really trying to appeal to those progressive dealers that want an alternative, because for a lot of years they haven't had an alternative. They've had one or two choices.
Good point.
And those have gotten somewhat stagnant. So for us, it's really about offering a new alternative to solving their problems. Lower your migration costs. Help me get more customers. Help me keep my customers. That's what we're all about from a platform and positioning standpoint.
That's great. Well, I hope you have a great year, and thanks for spending some time with me.
Thank you so much for inviting us. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.